Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is me, Yakuvrael Runeborne, after somewhat of a break. Explainable, to be honest. I will get into that in a second. When my cat stops wanting to chop off the table. The second I start streaming, my cat is like, oh yeah, let's go on the table. Because that's the perfect time when to do it. Yeah, Dark Souls. I'm gonna finish this run. As I said last time, it's probably gonna be like a split run as well, because it's a crossbow, and crossbows are... Ooh, they are difficult to deal with, to say the least. I do have both Avelyns, just in case. Of course, the electricity shots are a bit hit or miss so far, I would say. But yeah, let's get right into it. Going through the boss gauntlet as the first thing, and then I'm gonna do the remaining bosses in the main game and then DLC. I think that's a good way to do it. Anyways, I didn't stream this week really that much, simply because I was sick. I don't have my back problem that happened, and then directly after, I got like really sick. It thankfully didn't last that long, but the first like 2 days or so were fascinatingly bad. Which, you know, I don't wish on anybody. Yeah, I believe it might have been my dad that infected me, because we were eating together. About 1 or 2 days after he was violently sick, he denies it. He says, no, can't be. I'm not so sure, personally. But hey. Might have been just something else. There's like the... What's it called? Like the rebound effect or whatnot, when you're like stressed for a prolonged period of time. Where like hormones and everything is kind of high during stress. But as soon as like the stress kind of like wanes off, this stops, and then your body becomes like super susceptible to anything. But you know, that might be pseudoscience or something. I picked up somewhere just because it sounded good. Let's actually try. Yeah, it's honestly, it's such a minuscule difference that it's not worth it. I tried to find a good spot to heal. Welcome, CR Mine. Welcome. How's it going? What's up? Dark Souls is up. We're continuing with the Avelyn, the greatest weapon to ever grace the Dark Souls series. I mean, it's not a bad weapon per se. It's a fun weapon, but of course, it just did crossbows dirty. At the very least in the first game. I don't remember how it is with the other games. Right, I still have my dragon equipped, so I should actually make use of that. Oh, of course, my power fin turns off the exact second I use it. How else would it be? Oh, come on. Do something. Yeah, definitely should make use of that. Totally forgot about my strat here. How's my day going so far? How's your day going, buddy? I mean... It's like 10 AM here. As far as I'm concerned, my day hasn't really existed yet. But actually mostly good. Yeah, 2 screen protectors I ordered arrived, and I managed to apply both of them successfully, which I'm happy about. So I've been waiting for a long time. Because one thing, Nintendo, in their infinite wisdom, decided to put like a plastic film on top of the screen of the Switch 2. Which is like super easy to damage, to the point where, where putting it in and out of the dock scratches the film. Which is an amazing decision. So I kind of had like a paper towel in the dock the entire time. Ever since I bought it like a week or 2 ago. until the screen protector arrived. It's about 2 PM here. That's quite a difference. But I guess that's the world. It's not the same everywhere. The other was for my phone, because that was actually kind of hilarious, at least to me. I put my phone down. I was like, oh yeah, you know, no problem. I've done that quite a few times. Oh, I didn't realize I was in lava. That was almost dumb. I just like put it down on like a chair or something. Then I go to the fridge. Then I go like to the fridge or to the bathroom or whatever, and I come back and the screen is cracked. I was like, what the fuck? How? Turns out there was like a nice little puncture hole at the bottom. Or like the screen protector was cracked, not the screen itself, thankfully. But there was a nice little puncture hole at the bottom. I was like, oh, now I realize what happened. Essentially, my cat looked at my phone, was like, oh yeah, this looks tasty, let me have a bite. And bit into my phone, cracking the screen in the process. So that's something I lived with for a few weeks. But I'm thankful. I've seen people have like that problem where the cat bites into like super thin TVs and shit like that. Which, yeah, that's not fun. Because that's way more expensive of a mistake. Come on. Why did you refuse to activate it? I almost got him. Only like 2 more hours. Especially if I... Oh, what did I miss? There we go. I still have this shit equipped. Completely forgot about it. Man, I'm really thankful I managed to pull off the 4 kings last time. That was not nice. That was not nice at all. But what is nice is the Bed of Chaos, because that one shouldn't take too much expertise besides just existing. I mean, so far I'm on a good pace, but my biggest worry is DLC more so than anything. Specifically, you know, Artorias. I think Manus has a lot of open spots that I can catch. Calamite kind of the same, especially on distance. Same with Sanctuary Guardian. He's, you know, he is what he is, but he has his moments. as I say, but Artorias is gonna be wild. Simply because he doesn't have that many, like, very long open spots. Or they are rare at the very least. So that's something that worries me. And I will make full use of my repertoire. So if I have to use electricity, I will spend the souls and use the electricity. That's just how it is. But other than that, you know, it's going better than expected. Now, it could be that this is like a 1 hour stream or whatever. Maybe I'm like super lucky on everything else. Who knows? But there's actually something happening which I will maybe talk about later. Because I don't know if I will do it today or tomorrow. But essentially it's 23rd. The 23rd of August. Which, you know, it means something. Oh, like, it is not the 23rd today, it's the 22nd, but it's either tomorrow or today when I do the stream about that. It's my birthday. Kinda. It's complicated. Because some might know I didn't stream with this avatar currently, but with like a previous iteration that was more simple. But then I took like a long break, so it's kind of... I separated two in my head. One was kind of like the trial run. The beta. Or the alpha, and this is the beta, and then at some point we get into the full release. That worked better than expected, I would say. That did work better than expected. I'm a bit worried about... I'm not worried about... But like, just... Gwyn is gonna be interesting. I do think parry, go behind him, shoot him, and hope for the best. It's gonna be the strat, all things considered. Spray and pray, basically. Perfect. Perfect so far. I mean, in the worst case scenario, I do have access to tumble buffing. Close to him. And speaking of, I think I mentioned this last time, but I did look up what the one person that came in stream said before about being able to do it just on the spot. I couldn't find anything related to that. I could, however, I did, however, see a video of Splee. He uploaded a new one. And he's always interesting to watch, because he just pulls off the most random shit just casually. He doesn't even like mention it, he doesn't make a separate video about it, he just, oh yeah. Here's a video, by the way, I use like this new trick that I haven't used before. There's like 2-3 that I want to check out and maybe incorporate in future runs. Oh, come on. There we go. There we go. Only took 10 minutes. Uchigatana. Man, I could go for a katana next. Of course, it's not up to me, but personally, I would love to use a katana. Can you please not rest your balls on the cable? We know how that turns out, especially when I stream. Thank you. Just recently, they like disconnected all the monitors. Yeah, I shouldn't roll down there, just, you know, walk. Rolling always is a double whammy. Or a recipe for disaster. Speaking of rolling a recipe of disaster, what the fuck is that? Why do it get stuck on every branch? Come on, lock on. Huh. Worked without. It worked without. Come on, I don't need to lock on. Who do you think I am? Anyways, Anor Londo. Finishing the 2 bosses there. Right? Lady? I don't know if the giant blacksmith remains. So I will probably defeat Priscilla. Go to the giant blacksmith, at least buy like 250 more electricity bolts, and then do the boy. I think it remains bright, but you can't be too sure about these things, right? Can't be too safe. Because sometimes you misremember something, it's like, oh, wait. Also this week, I was like, wait. I forgot to get Power of Wind, didn't I? Wrath of the Gods. But then I remembered, oh yeah, no, I accidentally got her killed. Oops. Sorry. Didn't mean to kill ya. Just so... I mean, I didn't kill her, but... it was one of these bone pillars. She got pretty much boned. By a gang of bones. Damn, look at that chandelier just broken apart. Like my heart. Because Priscilla doesn't like me. She doesn't want to acknowledge my love for her. Even though I'm a fellow dragonkin. How sad is that? That's the saddest love story of them all. No, no, no. You don't. Keeping a watchful eye on my cats. Trying to sabotage me at any given point. Another thing that arrived that I bought is like a thing to open my watch. It took quite a bit of elbow grease to open it. Because it constantly slipped. It's like this weird wrench. And I don't think I have the batteries. So that's gonna be fun. Or I might have one. But I don't exactly know how to remove the battery, because it seems to be like locked in with screws. So I might just bring it to a store after all. It cost me like $6. Right, so it wasn't that expensive. But like, I'm not like a big watch guy, but when I see like an interesting one, I would say, that's you. Are you good? Thankfully, I can block arrows from my back. But when I see like an interesting one, like that's like usually when it interests me. There are like a few, but most of them are really expensive. You have the washing machine right now. Can use that, please. Now she's a dragon, so I think she should take more damage from this. It didn't look like a lot.
Why does he hurry toward thine death?
Shit. I remember I suck at free aiming. Let's see. Dragon Shout and attack. 477 versus 600. I mean, she's easy enough though to to not waste precious bolts. Have I talked about before about how bosses cannot handle ranged attacks? I think I have. Goodbye, fair lady. You know how it is if you don't respond to my love in kind. I have no other choice but to get rid of you. You know, prime stalker behavior, basically. Stop that, please. Now let's get to the giant real quick, Chamber of the Princess, so I can grab some bolts. It's gonna be so expensive, but I do need them. Like I think I might regret it if I don't get them, and if I lose them afterwards. You know, how bad can it be cost-wise? 700 times 10 is 1,000 times 170k. Ooh, it's gonna be expensive. Ooh, it's gonna be expensive. I don't think a level up is in the cards anymore for this run. Yo, big guy. First of all, repair my stuff. And now I do need some of these. Let's just fill her up. Fuck it. I want to take your stupid ring. That's all you deserve for ripping me off. Yeah. Ah, fuck. I'm dumb. I forgot to sit down at the boys' bonfire. Oops. Oops. What's faster, going through the rafters or going to him? I think the rafters are faster. Just barely. I really just wish we had a lever right there that says, oh yeah, you can only pull it after it's down. Before that it's locked. Instead of having to go through this rigmarole. If I wouldn't have the dragon activated, I of course could meme roll my way down. From here. Making it even faster. Yeah, don't want to take any chances, my guy. Sorry. But you gotta go. You have to leave. I think all of you have to leave. This guy, the other guy, every guy. You know? It is what it is. No. Why can't they backstab you from a chomp attack? That's something I've always wondered. Why can they do that? It's truly an abomination of it's just devious, I would say. I can't do that. I can't backstep from a chomp attack. I wish I could. Imagine how funny that would be. Of course, it's all the way down. I'm about to have a about to get mad at my cats, that is. They figured out, hey, we don't have to necessarily be on the PC for it to be warm, we just have to be behind it. So now they do this really stupid thing that I don't want them to do, which is lay on top of all of the cables. On top of the power bar. Which is like, oh yeah, I really want you to lay on top of all of the cables. With all of the electricity flowing inside of it. Right. It's like giving a baby a fork and an outlet and say, hey, poke it in there, see what happens. It's a fun game. It's not worrying at all. Oh yeah, just bite into the cables while you're at it. Okay, this time. He doesn't do the stupid thing. Thank you. Appreciate it. I appreciate it very much. There we go. Yeah, that's... I mean, it was not necessary to die there, of course. It took way longer to get around than it needed to be. Now, I do wonder about the boy, actually. Like, he shouldn't be necessarily difficult. But he could be a bit annoying, right? Just kind of like getting close to him. I'm probably not able to get a shout off, I would say, but I might just be able to get a burst off. I think. I'm gonna, you know, the only thing I can do is try, right? Let me quickly get rid of that. Even though there are cooler ways to do it. Collect 3,000 souls, even though it's not going to help me that much in the long run, but hey, free money is free money. You're not supposed to leave it on the table.
This is the tomb of the great Lord Gwyn.
Oh, that's a big tip for you. In a restaurant, people just leave money on the table sometimes, and you could just go and nab it. Of course, the servers are always greedy gods, they take it before you, if they can. But you just have to be fast when somebody leaves. Just go there, look at the table, and often enough, there's just like a $10 bill there. It's like, oh, great. Thank you, kind stranger. Okay, I can get 2 in. Very nice. You know, don't forget about these little things being annoying. I could actually try to use the hand. Okay, 291. I'm not sure. I didn't pay attention to the first one. But you know, it would make sense that he's magic resistant. Yeah. It's so oddly specific that it really doesn't matter for most bosses. It helped me with 4 Kings, definitely. It did. The majority of the game, you're just safer to not bother at all. With like anything elemental or like, you know, raw or crystal or whatever. Overall, he's you know, it's going better than I would have imagined. Like even on quite a distance, he doesn't take much less damage. Oh, yeah, he takes the same damage actually. What am I talking about? Of course, now I need to... I don't think the Dragon Shard was worth it because you can get 2 in with slightly higher damage. Oh, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Thank you. Now imagine how annoying this is with just a regular crossbow. Yeah. It really is that annoying. But hey, now it's time for the DLC. Now it's time for the great DLC. If it works or not, that's up in the air. I'm not scared, but cautiously unoptimistic. to put it bluntly. The only thing I can do is try. I do have actually a good amount of souls, though. Probably not level up enough souls, but still a good amount of souls. Does Chester... I know Chester sells bolts. Does he sell any good bolts? Like, aren't there like poison bolts or something? I mean, they're not good, mind you. Because poison sucks, but it might be like a way to inflict a little bit of extra damage, you know? Probably not. But I do believe, you know, poison should be percentage based, all things considered. Instead of whatever flat damage they decided, which is 3 for poison, 6 for toxic. Which, you know, 3 damage a tick for a boss that has 20k health, like the 4 Kings. Not very good. Yeah, little girl. I mean, I heard you. Scratching on the chair that you're not allowed to scratch on, actually. And now trying to climb the PC. Don't worry, I keep a watchful eye over you, so that you don't do anything stupid. Hopefully. I mean, she can always do really stupid things. Yesterday, I ate like these... What's it called? Like candies? You know, like Ricola, but like off-brand Ricola. And I was like, oh yeah, you know, just eat them. And then the wrappers, I put them like on my bedside table. I go to the bathroom, I come back, and I didn't notice that the wrappers are gone. as it turns out, the girl was like, oh yeah, those look yummy. About half an hour later, I find her sitting on a chair, desperately trying to bring something up, you know. So I pull her off the chair. It like dribbles out. And then there's a big puddle, and in the middle of the puddle lay I count two candy wrappers. Like, ah. When will you learn? This is not the first time. This is not like the second time. This is like the 10th time, 20th time, 50th time even. She once tried to swallow an entire roll of like doggy bags. I woke up hearing her try to empty her stomach, only to see something hanging out of her mouth, something long and black. I was like, at first it's like, did she really just eat a sock? Is that what she's choking on right now? Like, has she really gone so far down that she would eat a sock? Turns out no, but it was similarly bad, as it was an entire roll of doggy bags, as I said. Which are arguably quite impressive. Of course, it's very hard to focus, by the way, on the boss when you also try to prevent your cat from ripping out cables out of your PC. So I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best here. But yeah, that was impressive. Impressively stupid, but impressive nonetheless. Okay, speaking of impressive, let's get this guy out of the way. We deal about 400 damage with 3 full shots. And 200 with that. See what I mean? Yeah. I just kinda looked underneath my PC. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. I just managed to knock everything over. You know, they can be little angels. I said this 100 times before, probably. They can be little angels. One day, sleep nicely, just behave themselves. Just be, you know, casual, and then in the next minute they go and rip everything apart. I'm also shocked that when I come home from work that everything is still standing sometimes. You know, how Elton John once said, "I'm still standing." It's not the same meaning, but still. Damn, okay. Oh, that was sad. I thought he stunned and I can't get another one in. mean, all things considered, actually, not too bad. It's funny though how it kind of the sound is kind of dying here because there's so many sounds playing. It kind of cannot handle 3 sounds at once, like 3 arrows at once. I was almost about to engage, but I was like, nah, that's too dangerous. Come on, do something funny. Instead of floor walking. Thank you. Oh! Don't just graze him. Thank you. Okay, first one down, actually. Surprisingly less painful than I expected. Surprisingly less painful. Of course, the biggest pain point is still coming. That's Artorias. Speaking of Artorias, I have to die.
Thank you.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Or have I? Or have I? Can I not technically see and do this differently? I think I can. I need 12 more, basically. About 12 more, about 13 actually. Bottomless box, please. Don't I have something that's like 14 in weight? 16. $13, that should work. Perfect. You don't... I always forget that you don't need armor. Like all you need is actually just the weight. I completely forget that weapons have weight, of course. Until I do, of course. Until it matters. When you swing around one of these like big hammers. You like sit there and it's like, oh no, it's so sluggish. Why? And I'm sluggish. Why? Because I'm heavy. I'm too fat. I should lose some weight and then I just unequip it. And there you go. More people should try that. Or, you know, just do the jab, as they say. My dad has been like, oh yeah, you know, have you just considered, instead of doing sport or whatnot and losing it naturally, have you considered,
Yes, of course. We are back.
you know, buying, you know, going to the doctor and requesting that? I was like, you know, that actually doesn't sound too good to me, but hey, to each their own. Because the thing is, like, a lot of people, they just don't have the endurance. 10k for humanity seems great until you realize that I only get 1k from selling them. But if I would desperately need some humanity, and I'm like too tired to farm some enemies, it is an option. Okay, now Artorias, because he has so little downtime. The Dragon Shout might come in handy. Okay, he does not get affected by it. That's something I was wondering. Yeah, I almost expect that to happen. You might be able to hear my cat in the background. Just meowing. She wants to play now. Give me a second. Chill a little bit. Fuck. The one attack he's not allowed to do when I'm after the long swing. Ah, that's actually surprisingly good. I was lucky can hit his head. Oh, I managed to, actually. Mm-hmm. That was dumb. No, don't. This is actually better if I two-hand it. Okay, sure. Simply because my aim is better, you know. Oh, thank God. Oh, this is a work of art. I need a better one. Like that. Oh, girl, please. I'm trying to find like a good spot to heal. You know, it always kind of depends which attack he follows certain attacks up with. Oh, of course. Now you really can't be on the table. I need to focus now. See the problem there? There was such a huge gap in between. And of course he went like, oh yeah, no, fuck you. Like, I still believe in the power of the dragon, but I really need my cat to stop. The fact that I missed it. I shouldn't have. The thing is, I need to basically, the second he starts, I need to shoot twice. to get the height right. Because free aiming is not going to work for me. You know, I could maybe pull it off if I'm fast enough, but it's difficult and unreliable. Less reliable, at least, than, you know, him bobbing up and down and me kind of catching that wave. Yo, big man. Torres was almost dead. Doesn't he also use an Avelyn? I thought he did, but I might misremember. Okay, big guy. Time for revenge. That was dumb, that was dumb, that was dumb. Just like that was dumb. Ah, so many dumb mistakes already from the get-go. Yeah, see, the double strat is working so much better than if I would try to free aim. And as long as if he wouldn't do that attack, I can pretty much guarantee that I can roll away in time. What the fuck? What do you mean? I was out of range for that one. That was not fair. He's a tough customer. A very tough customer. But not impossible. I'm actually not struggling as much as I do with other weapons, right? Like Priscilla's dagger recently. There I struggled. For multiple reasons. But one of them being, you know, the low damage and the very bad hitbox, allowing me to basically not hit him 25% of the time. Generally a problem you have with daggers. But with this bow, I don't see it taking too long. It's taking longer than I thought it will. I pretty much had it the first time almost, if I wouldn't have messed up. And my cat constantly tried to do things, but you know, past is the past. We do only live in the future. For the present is never existent to any of us. Okay, thank you. I'll take that. Ah, that's my stuff. Look at him dodge all these arrows, like a pro. During that, I could potentially hit his head. Yeah, I know. Go get it. Oh, that was dumb. For those that don't know, that are new here maybe, my cat actually plays fetch. Surprisingly. So he just brought me a toy and wanted to throw it. Wanted me to throw it. Which I did, and she violently tackled the microphone. Now she's back. She wants me to throw it again. Oh, come on, you were so far behind. Oh, my guy, Artorias. Now I'm in a pickle. Because I need to heal. Okay, now I can kind of await a better attack. Like that. Just barely. Ah. I kicked me out of it. Fuck. It's something, alright. It is something with the Avelyn. I could try to power through it with RTSR. Of course. RTSR, Power Fin, Dragon Trout, one shot, that's easily gonna be like 5 to 1,000. 500 to 1,000, but I die so fast with Power Fin. If I do that, it's not doable. Yeah, wait a second. Don't be so impatient. No idea how she decides when she will, when she wants to play. Because usually, as I said, they're quite good at. Sometimes at picking up the mood. When I'm like in a meeting, they know exactly that I'm in a meeting because they come to me. It's like, oh yeah, okay, let's sit in on the meeting because why not? Here's some company secrets, and then afterwards they piss off again. I just want my stuff back first and foremost. Because that's not a small amount of souls. Too close. Oh, come on. Really now? Yeah, that's... That ain't it. Trying to get situated again. The one attack he's not allowed to use as a follow-up. And he always uses it, of course. He's such a nice guy, really. You know, nice guys finish last, as they say. He's actually finishing quite quickly first. Ah. Yeah, where is it? Where is it? Yeah, I say that the microphone is not picking it up. It's like, you know, little girl, I cannot... I really don't necessarily want to play with you right now. I want to focus on this here. You were so nice earlier, sleeping on the counter. With the washing machine running. It being all warm, despite it being hot outside anyways. Speaking of hot, like, I really noticed. It's been getting colder now. To the point where I was finally able to get some of that heat out of the walls. Because the walls in my apartment, they were like 30 degrees, even with the windows fully open. And they finally cooled down, so it's insane how it sets the base temperature. If I want to know how hot my room is gonna be after I close up my windows, I just have to measure the walls. Like, I feel like they just haven't turned off the heating. And that was dumb. Okay, let's go. Oh, fuck. Nah, I don't believe in that. I do believe in that, though. Oh, come on, that had to be a headshot. Fuck me. That was extremely close. So far, so good. Yes. Exactly what I wanted. Him screaming guarantees a hit. On his head, I mean. Oh, fuck. Yo, Masabella, welcome. How's it going? How is it going on this Saturday? Since when does he follow up so quickly on that one? He's a scammer, that's what he is. And how has he not started to power up yet? Did I manage to kind of like skip through it somehow? Through his first phase, at least. The thing is, I have two problems. Problem number one, I need to heal. Problem number two, I need to reapply Power Fin. There's one attack that can solve the second issue easily. Come on. I know you can do something nice for once. Gaming? Yes, I'm gaming. Very much so. But also recovering from being sick. That's why I didn't stream yesterday, as an example. After my back problems kind of started to subside, I just got really sick suddenly. Which is always fun. Okay, that's it. I'm already feeling much better. I think the worst is over. It's just like the lingering kind of like your body recovering state. No. Man, he chains everything together right now. I'm surprised he hasn't tried to power up once in this fight. Another one of these, please. I need... What's going on? His behavior is really weird right now. Please get out of the way. I can't focus like that. Yeah, she was standing in front of me, covering the monitor. Speaking of, by the way, yesterday, I was just in the mood. I played like 2 rounds of Isaac, and something is magical about this game. I don't know. You don't play it for like months and months and months, or like years, at my point, or for me, and you get like the best runs back to back to back, like insane runs. But as soon as I would start to seriously play it again, I can guarantee you I would get the worst runs possible. It kind of like dangles the carrot in front of you the entire time. Come on, play again. You're gonna have so much fun, so many cool runs. Play again, look, let's go. But when you actually start, it's gonna snatch it away. Instead, spit in your face. Of course, some people do like that. They're into that kind of stuff, but you know, not me. At least as far as you people are concerned. I'm not like the other VTubers. You will never see me do a fetish tier list. It's always surprising how that's a thing that people do. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I had something similar yesterday. I had fruitcake, triple shot, Godhead, and like Polyphemus or something. Oh yeah, no, Eve's eyelashes. Or whatever it's called, Eve's mascara. Like essentially, the kind of run you cannot lose. Or if you lose it, you're gonna be like, what the fuck? That was dumb. Okay. I don't know why, but I fuck with it. Not so much with that. I don't necessarily like what he's doing right now. The fact that he hasn't attempted to power up even once in the past 2 tries is very concerning to me. Fuck. At Gobby 2 just still haven't unlocked the Polaroid yet. Somewhere around there. Yeah. I hate that part about Isaac, that you kind of... The first like 10 hours or so of the game are just you kind of unlocking everything so you can have a fun run. Like towards the end of my completion of my save file, I installed a mod so I can continue on from the end bosses to like 1/3 or whatnot. So I could go from Mega Satan to like the Beast or whatever. Because you have so many cool runs that they just end like that. Oh, so something. Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2, Spec Ops. I looked a bit into it. Because I watched like somebody else play it. And I sat there. And I was like, For some reason they take much less damage. Which felt very strange to me, first and foremost. Now, I can't do 100% confirm it. Because I couldn't find like references specifically for Modern Warfare 2, but apparently in the older engines of in the older versions of Call of Duty, the AI kind of behaves more, or like is more accurate at higher frame rates. So I feel like I have to have been suffering from that. Because the fact that Juggernauts basically, you know, just headshotted me while before they even saw me is kind of crazy. So I believe that's actually what was happening. But I can't prove it. It's not necessarily endless, it's just like extending the runs through to other bosses at least. Because by the end you have like 3 routes you can take, and then it's like done after each route. So I just was like, okay, let me do every route at once, please. Yes, finally. The curse is broken. Like honestly, like a triple flip is usually is kind of safe. It's not fully safe, but it's a higher chance of being safe. That's what I usually noticed. What I mean is he's just less likely to fall up. Yeah, I'm not... Ah, fuck. Sure. I was just disproven, I guess. Don't scream at me. I'm the one who wants to scream at you. That was dumb, that was dumb, that was dumb. Ooh. It was dumb, but he was dumber. Yeah, don't do that. Lessons learned. Don't do that. Oh, what do you mean? He caught me on the tail end. That's unfair. Be nice. I was like looking for this one attack that where I could be confident in healing. Oh, come on. This is the run. No! Do something nice, please. Oh, that was so clutch. Oh, thank you. Let me heal, let me headshot him, let me power in. What a nice guy sometimes. And then he does that. Oh, I can't see anything. Cameraman, that's more like the director's nephew. That backed for a summer job that's currently handling the camera. Oh. Do something. For the love of God, do something. Fucking finally, man. Oh, those last, like, this last bar was... My God, Artorias. Just don't do stuff like that. My poor old heart. You know, when you're 80 years old like me, 80 bajillion years old like me, that's... Stuff like that is not gonna help me. Speaking of helping me, let's go and grab a bow, a key. Where is it? Oh, I don't have it equipped. I'm an idiot. Right, I still had the tumble buff for the 4 kings equipped. Shit. Anyways, in that case I just need to be a bit more tactical. Close enough. My old cold stone heart. Exactly. That was so exciting, it made my stone heart beat, you know. It did break apart in the process, of course. Oh, but it did beat. I always find like the idea of petrification in any media kind of strange, right? Like, what happens to things that aren't part of your body when you get petrified? Because usually everything gets petrified. You know, the clothes, everything. What if that is not the case, you know? Or what if the reverse is the case, you know? You get depetrified. But what about, you know, food that you ate? Suddenly you have like just stones in your stomach. Because I wouldn't expect everything to be affected. Oh, I thought I got the blowed head. What's he doing? Sure. Hey, it makes for a cool status effect. That's all that counts. Oh, come on. Thank you. Okay, good old chest. Let's see how it performs. Yeah, about as well as I expected. Ah, it actually gets somewhat stunned. I like that. Yeah. Oh. That was almost bad. My cats are currently fighting through the divider wall. Everything turns to stone. Everything turns to stone and everything crumbles. I mean, the thing is, I've seen both, right? But it's always funny as well when people like shatter and then they just kind of piece them together. And they can still heal them, and it just works out. That's what they did in Dr. Stone. He had like the one guy who just destroyed everybody that was not a child or teenager. And then they just glued them together and It worked. Somehow. Come on. Hell yeah, okay, now time for... I think I'll keep Calamite last. Because of the electricity I have. Please go down. Thank you. Because of the electricity, because I think that could be kind of fun. Let's get rid of that stuff though. Because first we're gonna go and get some Manusi. I mean, he should be quite enjoyable actually, simply because of how slow he is. He's like a little child, you know, throwing a tantrum, being like super quick, throwing a million punches and then just being knocked out because they're exhausted so fast. Oh god. I need your help, old man. Yes. Yes again, please. If you break into a million pieces, you can't reassemble. I mean, maybe you can. You know, if it's dust, you kind of have to form a human out of it and just hope everything is somewhat in the right place. Otherwise, suddenly you have like your brain in your foot or something. And don't say Manusi and enjoyable right often. Ah, that's a perfect combination. Because the Manusi is enjoyable. I know he was all alone in that deep dark abyss. Only with the thought of... what's her name? In his mind. That's why he has such a strong arm, of course. What? Oh, I see. Right, I had both of these equipped. That makes sense. That's what's different. Yeah, for a split second, I was very confused. Ouch. Of course, my biggest enemy is actually the guy that comes before Madness. His trusty mage. Okay. Okay. Just barely survived it. If this was a dark beat, I would have been dead. Let's quit out here real quick. Because I do need my power within. And hello, Manus. Mr. Annis. Okay, 340 with that. Yep. As always, anything remotely magic is not good against them. mean, just keep doing that. You know, I dig it. Or that one. These are basically the slowest attacks, just like the upward slam and the downward slam. Like once he does the tantrum, I think I'm gonna use Dragonstone. Trying to knock some extra damage out. So far so good. He's surprisingly obedient. Oh, I'm straight to his head. Ah, great. Yeah, that makes a huge difference if I can pull it off. Come on, big guy. So far, he really barely has done anything bad. Like, he has done... I've never seen him do this many upward swings and forwards, like, smashes, or whatever you call it. It's actually kind of surprising. Oh, fuck, of course. No, 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 don't fucking try to do that, please. For the love of God. My cat just tried to climb the monitor. I mean, if the run that preceded it, I appreciate it. By quite a margin, actually. But he really is taking it easy today. Maybe he reacts based on the weapon you have? Of course, that's probably not correct, but no. You can only guess. I mean, I've been shooting him in the nuts the entire time as well, by the way, so... eunuchs are a bit more docile, usually. They don't have all of that testosterone flowing through them. Maybe that's the case. Sorry about that, buddy. He was down here gooning all of this time. And then I castrated him. There we go, that was a simple madness. Let me quickly go grab something to drink. I'll be back in like 10 seconds. Speaking of drinks, I'm gonna be one of these guys today. After the stream. Because my local store is running like a... buy at least 2 Monster Energy drinks. and you get a sizable amount of money off. Like 33% off or something like that. So I'm gonna be one of these annoying people that runs into a store and grabs everything, the entire stock, as much as possible. I'm gonna be the Pokemon scalper of Monster Energy White. Trust me, I'm gonna... At least I hope I will. Because usually they are sold out quite fast. It's so funny, right? It's the only one that sells out constantly. But they never buy more stock for some reason. They don't even have it in the front, funny enough. And it still sells out. We had the discussion before. I feel like you just need to have the right energy drink, right? Like maybe one of these forbidden ones. They made like a huge stink here in Switzerland a while back about certain stores, which my dad told me that. I was like, huh, that's kind of wild. What stores would that be, right? Because there aren't that many. And it was like weird online stores. They were selling energy drinks with 180 milligrams or more inside of it, which is illegal in Switzerland apparently. Then you go to the Americas, so you can buy like 200-300 milligram caffeine ones. Completely out of the scale. Okay, 177 versus 192. Shocker, shocker. Despite him being a dragon, just regular crossbows are still the best. So my electric crossbow was useful for exactly one boss. Just how Miyazaki intended. I don't want to fight in this small alcove though. Can we move to the big boys arena, please? I think he took that personal. You know I shouldn't do that. Try to do the dragon shout, but it's worth it. Him as well, what is wrong today? Sometimes he just never does this, and now he does it like 3 times in a row. Do I need to go buy a lottery ticket or something? Oh, fuck. Where am I? Ah, shit. Yeah, can you not? Okay, now it's no longer funny. What the fuck? He even does this super rare attack. Really? I'm a bit stumped. Oh, okay. I thought he was still gonna do the other attack again. Shit. That was so good though. What the fuck was that? I'm actually surprised by that. But I am a bit concerned. Will 100 shots be enough? Let's go to Chester real quick. I don't want to regret it. What I do regret though is fucking up there. Yes, please give me some of your finest. That didn't buy me as many bolts as I thought it would. How much does he want? 150. Does he charge like more than the others? Or am I just imagining that? Give me another, please. Yeah, so long. Just be glad I bought your stuff. Because I didn't want to teleport back. Okay, let's try it again, and this time I hope he's not he's not suddenly a very bad boy. Please behave. Like, maybe I should also try to stay on distance. Usually that works actually pretty well. That was a bit my mistake of not doing that. So hey, big guy, how about you come here from the get-go, so we can have a fair fight. Okay, that doesn't work. That's not a good strat. That's not the strat at all. Like, the thing though is, I'm not concerned. It's just gonna be tedious, but it isn't specifically hard. Like, sure, it's still the crossbow, and you're kind of stuck there after attacking for a little while. But it's not that concerning. I'm honestly more concerned about Gwyn. How he will react to it all. Because he tends to be the one that's not so nice about these things. This time I'm gonna activate Power Fin only once I'm in the arena. Because even just sliding down the ladder here takes too much damage. Yo, big guy. Let's have our grand finale here. You and me. Surrounded by the beautiful nature of Mother Earth. That was dumb, that was dumb, that was so dumb. Ooh, the fact that he didn't... not necessarily. Like, it could be, but I feel like... I just need to be a little bit lucky. Oh, come on. It's definitely less nice right now. It's still not entirely bad. Okay, yeah. Memo taken. Oh. I'm surprised he did that. Usually he wants me to be much further back. Oh, my power fin is already gone. Don't risk double attacks, essentially. I say and immediately do one. Huh? He wasn't at an angle that I liked. Just like there. How I did not get burned there, I'm not sure. But that must have been like 1 pixel off the hitbox. Ah, that's what I'm talking about. Just 2 dragons being nice to each other. You know, scalies before hose, as they say. Yep. Don't fuck it up now, please. Yaku. Yeah, Dragonstone is actually worse, because I can get 2 attacks in during that, which deal slightly more damage. That was dumb of me, I should have realized it sooner! That was not close at all. You have to wait a little bit, little girl. I'll throw it for you in a second. There we go, there we go, that's what I'm talking about. Look, little girl, here's your spring, and... Nice! Oh, very nice. That went surprisingly well. I'm always surprised when he does the fire breath this fast after an attack. And the fact that he missed me that one time. I must have been really like 1 or 2 pixels besides the hitbox there. Okay, next up. The last guy, the big guy. The old guy. You're an idiot. You know how the game works. You have to bring it to me, otherwise I can throw it for you. There you go. Hope she gets it out of her system relatively quickly. Yeah, I can't reach that. Sorry, but I cannot reach that. You sorry fool. You sorry fool. You did not bring the toy to me. You amputate like a dog, but you're still as stupid as a cat, somehow. Like, the thing is, she knows. She knows that she can bring the toy to me. But she refuses to do it. She wants me to work for it a little bit. And the reason I know is because sometimes I wake up and I have like 3 or 4 toys in my bed. Just laying beside me. Or she will jump up here and actually bring the toy on top of the table. It's like, yeah. She absolutely knows what she's doing. Anyways, knowing of what... I'm gonna wonder if Gwyn is gonna be affected by the Dragon Shout. That would be fantastic. If not, however, less fantastic. Essentially, the Dragon Shout will kind of push people away. Like a weak version of mid-force, or force in general. I think I can show it on this guy. See? Kinda like that. So if I can do that to Gwyn, that's gonna be strat. That's gonna be a strat. Yo, big guy. its win. Okay. That's the way you want it, that's the way you get it. Same to you. Of course it relies on stamina. Okay, big man Gwyn. Let's go. Okay, he's not affected by it. Oh, that is a surprise though. He's actually getting stunned by it. What the fuck? Fuck. How? Sure. We both miss each other. Now all I need to figure out is electricity better or is normal better? Yeah, dragon version does not work. Anything else I can use against him? I don't need this ring. Boost critical attacks. Is it a critical attack when I stun him? Yeah, that was dumb. I wonder. I do wonder because that could be interesting. Yeah, let's heal though. But Gwyn is no problem. Gwyn is he's gonna go down. Come on, I mean I can parry him, I can stun him. Hell, I might even be able to kiss him on the cheeks while I'm at it. You know, giving Gramps his last goodnight kiss that he will ever have. At least for this week. No, don't do that. My cat is rubbing herself on the keyboard. It's a very shrewd tactic of hers. Okay, 2 of you despawned, and the last one will kill himself. Thank you. Appreciate it. So let's see those damage numbers. Actually, I need my souls back. Okay, 260 something. Zero. Oh. Okay, that's better. That's not... Ah. A little bit of distance is needed. Fuck off. I can see it working out. If I wouldn't miss him. Let's try this though. The boost critical. Right? Like defense, sure, maybe. Yeah. So sad this one is just so ungodly useless. Let's not unequip those. I'll at least use those maybe. Just in case I run out. I don't think I will, but during the fight I mean. I don't think I will, but you know, let's take precautions. You know, you have to be careful of these old men. You never know what they're doing. Yesterday there was like an old dude here. I saw him like walking down the street, and he had like a stick. It wasn't like a cane, and it wasn't just a stick. It was like it was strange, right? It was kind of like a bent stick, but it was decorated. He like walked down here. He was like hitting a few chairs with it at first. I was like, okay, and then he looked at like this advertisement for a solid minute or two. I've never seen anybody look at advertisements like that. And then he moved like 2 windows further and he just looked into an office for like 2 minutes. That was like 1 AM or something like that. And then he went around the corner, and then these 2 girls walked around the corner as well. I was like, okay, they just, you know, walk past him, whatever. Suddenly they turn around and just walk in the other direction. I don't know what that guy did, but he must have done something. Like, it's fun living in the city when you can just kind of observe people. The weird shit that they sometimes do. Especially now, since they moved all the drunks from the train station to here now. Because they made it forbidden to drink at the train station. Which is very interesting now. Oh, that's unexpected. Yeah, let's not subject myself to that, please. But yeah, very fascinating, I would say. Things like the drunks, they're always aggressive. You know, you think, oh, come on, just be nice to each other. You have like a shared hobby after all. Why so hostile? Oh, wrong item! Fuck. You idiot. Like, that was a huge problem at one of my previous workplaces. The drunks that were sitting at the bus station all the time. Because where I worked, at least once a day, the police would show up. Because these idiots, they would just drink the entire day. And then, by noon, would just get into fights with each other. Or like they began to shout at each other, or passerbys, etc., etc. That was... You know, I don't need it every day, but that was a fascinating place to work at. From like a location standpoint. Because Scientology was around there. As I talked about that before. The drunks were there. In general, like the beggars are also like there. So it was like this weird mixture of people that all kind of were out for each other for some reason. Of course, the Scientology people, they never interacted with the drunks and with the homeless. Simply because they don't have any money. I mean, there used to be bomb fights. I think that guy made quite a bit of money from that. But I'm not sure you can do that legally anymore. But it would be funny. Hey, I'm gonna give you a 6-pack of beer. The cheapest one, of course, but still a beer. If you fight each other. Oh yeah, sure, no problem. Let's do it. We do that anyways here. I don't want you to be here. I don't think I do more damage. Hey, you were supposed to do too slow. Oh. I actually do less damage when he flinches. Fuck. I kind of lost the rhythm of the night. Oh yeah. Fighting Gwyn like this, it does take concentration, more so than you would expect. But it seems like about 100 arrows is all I need. Of course, if I, you know, it's early. I started early. This is, of course, the second half of the run. We're only 2 hours in. Worst case scenario, I can tumble buff. And then he's done in like 2 shots. Like, that would actually kill him immediately. With tumble buffing, I would deal easily like 600 per shot. Right? I would deal like 2k or something like that. Per arrow, I mean. If only that guy would leave me alone, you know? Because it would be so much quicker to get into the arena. Don't you agree? I think he does. He's always so depressed when his friends are gone. I think that's the only thing that keeps him alive. Is having his 2 bodies here. At least his 1 body, but... You know, the great programmers at FromSoft, of course, messed him up a little bit. How about no? Huh? Fuck? That's 1,000,000 souls gone. Come on, but it can't be that hard. At least now I don't have to pay attention to the souls anymore, I guess. That isn't a cope at all. Fuck. Ah, that annoys me. I should have just sold all of my souls and everything. I probably could have gotten a level up. I could have done it. I could have used those souls. But I didn't because I'm an idiot. Let me just go into hyper focus mode and I think he's toast. Yeah, I think I will do that. You know, get rid of the old man. Finally. I think he fell down. No. I wonder what weapon will be next as well, of course. I kind of hope for a katana. I'm really in the mood for a katana. Or maybe just in general like a weapon I haven't done in a while. But let's go into hyper focus mode now. That means I'm gonna shut up and just kill this dude. That's my only mission now. Fuck! I thought he was doing the jumping attack there. I've never seen that attack, actually. Or it's been like 10 years since I've seen it. Oh, that was so close. That was dumb of me. I also just... It can't be just me that sometimes just gets grabbed by that grab attack without any apparent reason. Like, I think if I remember correctly, I once watched like a video about the hitboxes of Dark Souls. His grab attack is like a huge ball, actually. Much bigger than you would expect. That's why it gets you sometimes. Ah, come on, that was such a good one. If only there was a way to increase my damage without, using a glitch. And, being one shot. Maybe he's actually weak to fire. That's something I might want to try out. Okay, I think he fell down. Or just, forgot all about me. Yo, big guy. Thanks for being nice to me. Did Night Dog win? Oh, come on, that didn't hit me. I want to test a theory. Sadly, it did not work out. Essentially, here's the thing. If you ever do a bow-only run or a crossbow run on a regular new game save file, when you deal enough damage at once, he jumps away. So if this would be just a new game, he would just jump away, I can hit him, and he would jump away again. Sadly, on New Game Plus 6, you don't deal enough damage for that. But it is possible if you just do a regular one. If you don't do these stupid things that I do. I do wonder, though, if somebody has modded in, different bolt types. Because that's something I would consider. It would be nice to have like a fire bolt, divine bolts. Occult bolts. And arrows, of course. Like if they would ever like actually remake this game, that's what I would love to see in it. As like a new addition. Also, speaking of, they had the network test for the Duskbloods. I didn't really look into it at all. Because you know my fear about that game. That it's just gonna be another Elden Ring / Elden Night Ring. So I'm gonna wait until it's out and reviewers got their hands on it. Until then, I don't trust this game ever being anything good. Or at least to my liking, I should say. Because otherwise it pisses people off. Dumb. God damn it. I hate when that can happen. When your parry is misaligned enough that it still works, or you take reduced damage, but you still take damage. Oh, come on. I'm gonna do like 10 more tries like this. I don't think he could get it by then. Otherwise I will tumble buff and completely beat his ass. Back into the grave that he so deserves to be in. I think that there's actually a way to get him like stuck in the arena. That's something I could do. But I don't like that. You know, with tumble buffing, I still need to parry or dodge his attacks and actually attack. The other one, I just need to stand there and hit the masher button for like 2 minutes. Okay, you want it that way, you get it that way. Yo, Adam, how's it going? You're coming in right at the tail end. The best part. We're beating an old man to death with 3 crossbows strapped together with duct tape. Huh? Whatever that was, don't do it again. A double grab, please. Again! Stupid fucking parry, not parry thing. I'm about to run out of bolts as well. I mean, I knew this one was cursed from the get-go when I got hit from his jump attack. And then him do double grabbing. But the bearing does not do anything. Maybe. Just maybe. Oops, that doesn't do anything. Let's try it out. Slightly better odds of surviving. I don't think it does much, but maybe. I mean, if I pop like 10 more humanities, I would also get a bunch of armor. Which is a mechanic that exists for some reason. Like up to 99, like once you have like 99 humanities, you actually have the same value as something like the elite armor set. Something stupid like that. Oh, he fell down. I do prefer this outcome when he falls down, or just kind of forgets about me. I don't like that outcome. Anything else that I could use? Yeah, of course. Maybe an Elizabeth mushroom would kind of go hard with this. Now that I'm thinking about it. I don't like this spot. Thank you. Get away from here, old man. Chill 140 heartbeat. My god. Old man, you still have it in ya. Don't let other people tell you otherwise. Oh, what a guy. What a guy. Let's see what weapon comes next. I'm actually exhausted. Please, a katana. I would love to have a katana. I would hate another crossbow. I will veto another crossbow, let me say it like that. Sunlight straight sword. Interesting. I think that's... What's his name again? Solar sword? So, divine affinity, potentially? Let's get rid of this fucker. Okay, let's try it out on the big guy. Let's see how that sword performs. For a second, I thought it was the ass sword. That's not the run I'm looking forward to. But it's the sunlight straight sword. I think I never used that weapon. Sunlight straight sword, there it is. Okay, no divine affinity. C scaling. Overall pretty basic damage, I would say. Let's see what it offers. Yo, Biggie. Ah, not bad, actually. Extremely decent. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be a problematic run. Depending on the upgrade path for the sword. Since it doesn't have divine, I hope it's just a regular weapon for upgrading. come on. Yeah, that one... Impressive. Oh, impressive. I think this should be a decent run. Especially compared to the Avelyn. It looks quite... It's a very bland sword for being called the sunlight sword. I expected it to, you know, almost glow. You know, to radiate. And I think I could fix that. I think I can make it more appropriate, should I say. So let me do that once I'm on Firelink. But yeah, other than that, I would wrap up here. Fantastic run, interesting run at least. I had fun with it, despite, you know, me being me as always. I had fun with it. The next run is going to be this one next Saturday. So if you don't want to miss that, don't forget to follow, subscribe, like, and all of that jazz. Do not miss out. Other than that, next week, more Drakengard 2. And on Friday, I will start Black. The PS2 shooter, Black. Which I think is gonna be fun. I played the first level 2-3 times for testing purposes. It's an interesting game. Because it's a shooter, but they haven't really figured out yet how to control shooters at that point in time. You have like a weird acceleration when you try to look around. It's very strange. Okay, Lauder and level up and candlelit bonfire. Sure thing. But let me quickly make my thing look a little bit better. Yeah, oops. You know, that's the way it should be, in my opinion. The way this sword should look is... Oops. Is like this. Not like that. Not like that either. Come on. How do I suck so much at this? I mean, I'm just playing around at this point. It's basically over. There we go. And that's the more appropriate attire. That's what I call a sunlight straight sword. Wouldn't you agree, big guy? Okay. It's so weak. I'm not gonna try to kill him with that. Yeah. That's the more appropriate attire, I would say. But yeah, I'm gonna now check out the level up path, and then it's done for today. With that, I want to say thanks for watching. It was a fantastic stream, as always. There never is a bad Yaku stream. Trust and believe. As I said, next Saturday we will continue with the Sunlight Strike Sword. Sunlight of a rainy day. Oh, it's nice and rainy currently. I love that. Much more than the heat of the sunlight. You know, I might be a bit pompous to say this, but the heat wave might be over. Oh, come on, I don't have any Titanite anymore? That's not nice. Do you sell Titanite? No, you don't. But it is a regular upgraded weapon, so... by next stream I will have it at plus 15, as always. Through the regular means. With that, I want to say thanks for watching today. I might do a stream later, or tomorrow, because it's been 2 years since I started with this character. But I might have to prepare some stuff before that. Maybe I just do a very quick thing, just talking a little bit about things. I don't know yet. But anyways, thanks for watching. I will hopefully see you next time. Goodbye, and